Philadelphia. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports.
Ready, gentlemen?
Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Here in Philadelphia, it's another home game for the 76ers. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year. They could only manage a single win in 4 tries against these guys last year.
Yeah, and a 4-game season series between these two. Both will be looking to set the tone tonight.
Yeah, and as they renew acquaintances, if you're the underdog, you always want to show, hey, we've got something new up our sleeve. It should be fun.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. C.J. Miles and Paul George are the wingmen. Hill is out there with Lavoy Allen. And it's Augustine in at the point guard. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. On defense, Indiana. It's a 3-point game. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Well, listen, they own the boards at both ends of the floor in that game, and that's what won it for them. Those extra possessions were invaluable.
Well, Greg, I think coming into the game, that's where they thought they had an advantage, and they did a great job exploiting it.
Here's Covington. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Goes back up, and the layup good by Hill.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Guarded by Augustine. 4-3, Covington. It's rebounded by Indiana. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. This is the first meeting between these two teams this year, but he knows the drill defensively. Keep them out of the lane. He said they're tough to deal with when you let them get to the rim. We've got to move our feet and do our best to deny that penetration. Kevin, easier said than done.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Now here's Allen. Kicks to Augustine. Just 5 on the clock. And Okafor with the block. The pass to Covington. Puts up a 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
Augustine with it. What a tremendous game he played against Minnesota. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Augustine. George has got his first 2 points. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. From 12 feet out, Augustine grabs the board.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively, limit his easy chances inside.
Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Match up.
Augustine's got 5 now. The 76ers trail by 4. Outside Landry, stolen by Allen. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. Finishes the break with a slam.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they are not backing off at all, are they?
Out to the wing. Here's Watkins. Another miss by Philadelphia. Indiana leading by 6. And Augustine kicks to Hill. It's tipped. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And the 76. Grant at small forward with Noel at the 4. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Watkins in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have. Boy, he really bungled that finish.
The 76ers shooting just 31% in the game. He's guarded by Ellis. No one near him. Can't get it to go. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Count the bucket.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against Washington.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
No other way to put it, just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack. Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And now Philadelphia on the break. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Okafor's checked in, and Carl Landry has subbed in for Noel. Indiana also making some changes. Hill comes in for Mahinmi, and it's C.J. Miles in for Ellis.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Covington with the bucket.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
The dish to Miles. Miles off the pick from Augustine. And Miles kicks to Hill. Okafor with the steal. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves played just phenomenally. He ended up with 38 points, and the basket must have looked like an ocean to him as he nailed 3 after 3. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that win.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time. Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Pass to George. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Augustine. And a missed layup.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Started by Augustine, right at the free throw line. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Hill dishes to Augustine. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Augustine's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And that does it for the first half of play.
Kevin, thank you. Here.
The second half just about to get going here. Freak really making a difference here.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. Augustine, he's in at the point. C.J. Miles and Paul George are the wingmen. Lavoy Allen out there with Hill. And here comes Augustine leading the fast break. George, no good.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
From the corner, the Pacers pull it in. Augustine's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Fires from deep. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
To the left wing. Here's Okafor. Another miss by Philadelphia.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. The Pacers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for him. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
Here in this 3rd quarter, just over a minute play. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Here's Landry. The 10-footer finds the target.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the 3rd.
And Freak throws it down.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
To the paint, Landry. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And Augustine kicks to Miles. And George, here we go. And he goes in for the dunk.
Fantastic dunk, and he decided to hang around up there for a while, Kevin.
Well, maybe, he didn't want to land awkwardly. I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh, guys, come on. He's up there posing. He's posing for the photographers. That's all that's about.
Pass to Covington. Takes the 3. That is good. Covington's got 11.
Kevin, he didn't hesitate that time. The D gave him a step, and he just pulled up and drained the 3.
Here's Augustine. And Okafor with the block. And now Philadelphia on the break. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You look at what Covington has done so far. He has 11 points, and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shot's falling like this.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And both free throws good for Covington.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Now here is Augustine. Defense right on him, and the basket by Hill.
He just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Philadelphia with the ball. They trail by 11. Passes it to Landry. Feeds it to Okafor. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so we will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. Indiana making some changes. Mahimi comes in for Jordan Hill. And it's Ellison for Allen. Here's Augustine. The steal. Watkins passes to Marshall. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. And the 76ers making a change here. Grant's checked in. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. Freak, number 1.
And getting that spot at the top of the list was such a huge